delusion, double being. So, under different situations, different people who are forced to behave opposite to their nature may develop such kind of delusions. Delusion head belongs to another. So, what is head represent? Head, it is an organ that has brain in it and is used for thinking or taking all kind of decisions. One takes decision according to the prevailing circumstances. When an alumina patient is forced to take a decision as per the wishes of other dominating forces, his head is not her own, but as if it belongs to some other person, because his head has to make decision as per the wishes of someone else. So this is the explanation of rubric head belongs to another. So this leads to error of personal identity. Am I a wife, a servant, or just a machine, or just a maid? Who am I? So because she has to behave against her natural instinct means delusion, identity, errors of personality identity. All other rubrics described above in this group just indicate this feeling as if she does not have her own personality. Her head thinks according to the wishes of others, mostly according to the wishes of husband. Her eyes see that others wish her to see. Means in a situation in which she sees that people are not behaving properly, or the film she has been watching is not good, decoration of a particular place is of good aesthetic nature, so on and so forth. So she wants to express her feelings, but under those circumstances, she is forced to say or express what the others dominating force want her to express, as if she has no personality of her own. Means if suppose she is feeling that decoration of this place is very good and want to praise the owner, but her husband says no, don't say good, you say what kind of dirty decoration you have done. Is it decoration? So then she is forced to say that this is not a good decoration. So it means she has to speak whatever her husband wants her to speak. So this means as if she has got no personality of her own. So this prolonged, so then she feels nothing is real. She is a wife but has to behave like a slave, or she says in reality she is not a wife but only the namesake she is a wife. Delusion, unreal, everything seems unreal. So now we can see all the rubrics I am gradually describing are just the offshoot of one rubric, that delusion, he is a great person. So once you know that he is feeling a great person, you can automatically think according to your own intelligence that what kind of behavior the person will have, that you can easily expect. If you see that kind of behavior on, then you can easily know that this is the patient of that particular remedy. So this prolonged domination, in spite of all her effort to remove it or get rid of it, gives her a feeling that this dominating force is going to remain like a disease with her forever. There is no cure for it. The rubric is delusion, disease has incurable, delusion, wedding of it. So her dominating force, as it is disturbing her, can be equated with the disease. What is wedding? Wedding is an act of harmonious blending or association. Example, this song has perfect wedding of words and music. So perfect mixing is wedding. Means it just get merged with one another. You cannot separate them. You cannot identify them separately, but their existence is like as if both of them become one, just like words and music has become one. So there is no meaning of the word without the music, or music has got no meaning without the word. So they are wedded to one another. Similarly, alumina patient feels that now this disease has become part of it. So his personality is known only with the name of the disease. So there is a complete blending of his personality and the disease, as if she has got no existence without the disease. So if two things are wedded to each other, they are so closely connected to each other that they cannot be considered separate. For example, the authorities remain firmly wedded to the doctrinal orthodoxies which many rejected generations ago. Another one, to attach firmly and bind by close or lasting ties. Then I already said that we have to understand the meaning of each word, like A for apple. A means, so this word qualifies the subject to which it is attached or associated with. This is not just a number. This is not one, but it is A. So A is different and one is different, though in literal sense A and one means one. Here the delusion of a wedding means the person is not bonded by other things, but not bonded with all the things, but he or she is bonded with one thing, works, person, etc. So she is free otherwise, but there is one force, the dominating force, that forces her to act in a particular way as per its wishes, to which she is closely bonded. She cannot separate herself away from that force. So this is going to last forever or for a very long time. Normally the word wedding is used for a husband and a wife. She feels now that her husband and she has become one and inseparable, so she has to bear the domination of her husband all through his life. So she is wedded to this. So this is normal meaning, very gross meaning of the rubric of the word wedding. But if you take subtle meaning, means because patient never speaks of this wedding, but speaks of his own disease, etc. So let's example with respect to the disease. So for example, the disease has been a part of my body, means I cannot do anything as per my wish. I want to move freely, but I cannot due to the pain in my knee joint. I have to mold all my activities according to the disease or the circumstances, as if I am wedded to this disease, means disease and me cannot be separated, or disease cannot be removed from me, though I am free to do all other things which are not related to the disease. So this is the meaning of word a wedding, not just wedding. So this fever has become a part of my body. I don't feel it till it rises very high. I just feel a saltish feeling in my eyes when the fever begins. Cross references of wedding is marriage. Marriage is a happy, lasting union of two things. But wedding is not happy. Wedding is just mixing or completely blending of two things. So marriage is living together happily, is a marry. Marry, the word has come from the word marry. So all this constant marry plus age is marriage, means a life full of being married is marriage. So all this constant domination and efforts to remove it takes away his energy. He starts losing his mental faculties. Earlier his mind would be very sharp, but now we can see how she or he is, or alumina patient is losing his strength. Concentration difficult studying, mathematics inability for calculating, mathematics inability for geometry, mathematics inability for algebra. Memory weakness of memory for proper names, memory weakness of memory thought for what he just has thought, memory weakness of memory for words, mistakes making speaking in, mistakes making speaking in, intend what he does not intend, mistakes making speaking in words, misplacing words, mistake making speaking in words, wrong words using, mistakes making time in, mistakes making, writing in. So all these developing deficiencies give rise to a fear of insanity. From a dominating personality, now he is gradually going down and have started feeling that one day he will become insane or will lose all his or her powers and ultimately have to live under the domination of disease or a dominating force, maybe anyone. So this feeling is like death to him, that he will be dominated. Because earlier he was a very intelligent, ardent, fastidious, courageous, audacious, contemptuous, laughing and vivacious, but now he has become so weak that he cannot manifest his real personality. So this is a painful situation to him. So living under such bad circumstances, under such great domination is like a death to him. It is a very painful situation. The rubric is death, agony before death. So he is not able to bear this situation where he cannot express his real personality. And the idea to commit suicide comes to his mind many times, but still he has not given up. He has not accepted the defeat. So he does not want to commit suicide, so he wants to remove this idea from his mind, though idea always comes. So rubric are fear impulses of his own. Blood cannot look at blood. Knife cannot look at knife. Frightened easily, blood at the sight of blood. Hypochondriasis, suicide driving to. Injuring himself, fear to be left alone lest he should injure himself. Sadness, suicidal disposition with. Suicidal disposition, courage but lacks courage. Suicidal disposition, sight of at the knife. She has horrid thoughts of killing herself, though she abhors the idea. Thoughts frightful, seeing blood or knife on. Weary of life, sight of blood or knife at. So these are few of the rubrics indicating his or her frightful state of mind when he has come under long lasting domination, and then there is no hope that this domination will be over and she will one day be a free person. So all of our rubrics indicate that he is very much fed up with his life because of the restrictions he has to live under, and this disgusted, anguished, loathsome, tormented and helpless feeling gives rise to an impulse to kill himself. So these impulses are aggravated on seeing the weapon that can be used for killing, but still he has not lost full control over himself. So he just does not let this idea convert into action, means doesn't commit suicide. Though the intensity of the impulse, the intensity is so severe that he starts fearing his own impulse that one day he may in reality kill himself, because he doesn't want to kill himself, though many times a very strong impulse comes from within that he should commit suicide, but he doesn't want to commit suicide because of the sufferings and painful situation. She wants to get rid of it by committing suicide, but committing suicide shows that he is a coward. So he abhors the idea that I should never commit suicide. So he does not want to be left alone. He wants company of someone so that this person can prevent him from committing suicide if he develops any such severe impulse. So the grudge and anguished feeling is so severe and dominates in him so much that he just forgets how to smile. Means this idea, this anguished state remains forever in his mind, so he can never smile. He does not feel like smiling at any moment. So the rubric is smiling never. But before he was dominated, he was a jolly person, who would laugh at every incident, example, laughing and laughing contemptuous. So these two rubrics are there when he was a healthy person, means he was not facing any kind of domination. So till then, he was having a laughing, joyful attitude. So all kind of dominations gradually reduce his tendency to laugh whenever his mind is free. Free means that he is not conscious of his domination. He would laugh freely and loudly. He is very joyous, vivacious when it's free. So, but as soon as thought of his dominating force comes to his mind, his laughing stops. The rubrics are laughing alternating with spasm, as if he's laughing and suddenly he is forced to stop laughing because the idea that he is being dominated touches his mind and all his joyous nature just vanishes thin air. So suddenly it happens, as soon as idea touches his mind, he stops laughing. So this sudden action is called spasm. Spasm. It is the sudden contraction of muscles. Usually it is painful. So the functioning of that particular muscle is arrested only at that point. So here, yes, she has been laughing. Laughing means was in a joyous mood, but suddenly, as soon as idea of being dominated and permanent domination comes into her mind, suddenly she stops laughing. Means a spasmodic condition his mind comes. So this spasm in the mind, not in the muscle. So we can say suddenly one activity in the mind is stopped at that moment. So other rubrics of Illumina: kill desire to. Kill desire to knife with a knife. Kill desire to knife side of A at the gun or A. This desire to kill is dominating force. Not to kill himself, a desire is generated at the sight or gun or knife or any other instrument that can be used to kill, indicates a very strong urge to make himself free of dominating force. So all through the journey we have seen that Illumina patient does not want to be dominated by anything, though circumstances are such that he or she is forced to face the domination. So this is very, very painful to her or him, and always he keeps on attempting to remove this domination, though he is not capable of, and is forced to behave according to the domination. And ultimately, as the fight or struggle goes on, ultimately he or she loses the courage and succumb to the dominating force. Then it is a resignation mean. So this desire in the form of impulse also comes to his mind for himself, but he does not want to kill himself. So he tries to escape from such a situation by being in the company of other people. There are rubrics related to urination. We should always remember that the physical action is not related to the physical body. So we should try to understand the subtle meaning. Subtle meaning means in relation to the mind of these physical actions like cough, urination, sweat, perspiration, chill, heat, menses, etc. in the context of mind, means in a subtle way. The rubrics are startled, urinate on beginning to urinate, anxiety, urination before, fear, wet his bed, fear he will. So there are few rubrics connected to the urination. So like every other word, urination too has different meaning under various contexts. So the word urination is not just passing of urine. When our urinary bladder is full of urine, we remain uneasy. Our whole attention remains dominating by this full urinary bladder. So even while performing various activities, our whole attention remains dominated by the urge to urinate. Same is the case in other situations where there is a sense of domination and a strong desire to get rid of that domination. That again, same feeling is there as if urinary bladder is full and you want to get rid of this urine as soon as possible. So it means full urinary bladder is dominating you and you feel uneasy and wants to get rid of it. So similarly, alumina patient always remains uneasy till he remains under the domination of dominating force. So urge to urinate, same is the case in other situations where this is a sense of domination and a strong desire to get rid of this domination means make oneself free, to ease oneself. And as soon as we pass urine, we feel such a relaxation. Commonly, we use the phrase, I am going to ease myself and remain free and relaxed till the bladder is again filled up with urine. Now, if we metaphorically try to fit the same feeling to above rubrics, we can explain them as follows. Anxiety, urination before. This is one rubric we are going to explain in metaphoric way. It means that as soon as he decides to get rid of dominating force, he becomes anxious of the consequences, whether he will be able to get his freedom or will his opposition become even worse than what is now. As he is not always sure he would be able to free him. If you see the physical symptom of bladder, it is full and there is a strong urge, means to vacate it, to remove the source of domination, because the urge with a full bladder always dominates one's attention. So to pass urine, but even on very strong straining, either no urine comes or very little urine comes, not relaxing him at all. So this effect can be easily equated with the same general feeling of alumina, meaning he is unable to eliminate or remove the domination as he has no strength left to discard it. This is the cause of his anxiety even before passing urine. So we can see that there is only one feeling always dominate the mind of alumina personality. Startle. Startle is to surprise somebody in a way that's slightly shocking or frightens or disturbs or alarms that person. किसी को चौंका देना, थोड़ा सा परेशान करते या डराते हुए आश्चर्य में डाल देना. This is the Hindi meaning of word started. For example, the gunshot started the horses. Another one, he was startled by fevered look of his patient. So he started at the beginning of urination. It means the act of passing urine frightens him. This is indicative of some kind of possible danger to him. The other meaning of startled is to quickly start taking some action just on sensing some danger. So when the bladder is full and he has an urge to urinate, means to relax him by removing the domination created by the urge to urinate, and he finds it difficult to evacuate it, meaning to remove the domination and become a relaxed and free bird. This suddenly frightens him of his present state and he has become incapable of removing the dominating force. So metaphorically again, we conclude that whenever he tries to remove the domination force, meaning the disease, a condition, a situation, or some person, etc., etc., these could be dominating force. So dominating force, but find unable to do so, then he gets frightened that what a poor state he is in. So how will he become a liberated person again? So this fright is generated by a deep sense of remaining under domination forever, which alumina patient never likes. Their rubrics: fear wet his bed, fear he will, incontinence in bed. This is the